Govindaya Namo Nama. Vasudeva Sutan Devan Kansa Chanuramadana. Devaki Paramananda Krishna Bandi Jagaguru. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pistaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Itkinamine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gaurabani Pracharine Nivise Sundarbhavadi Vasat Jagdi Satarine O Mahavadaya Krishna Pima Padayate Krishna Ya Krishna Chaitanya Namine Gauratu Nama Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadahara Sri Vasadi Gaura Bhaktavinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare.
So, Hare Krishna, dear devotees, we welcome you to today's first day in the 2-day seminar for Sri Jaganatha Lila, given by His Grace, Isvara Prabhu. We thank you very much for those of us who have joined here. And for those who are also joining on YouTube Live, I can see 2 people on YouTube. So we welcome to today's seminar. This seminar is going to be a 2-day. Today is the first day of the 2-day seminar. We thank you very much, His Grace, Isvara Prabhu, for agreeing to do this 2-day seminar on Jaganatha Lila. Thank you for honoring the invitation.
All right, so thank you.
So
Thank you for accepting my invitation. So I hope I'll be able to say something in the glorification of Lord Jagannath for the benefit of the devotees in the West African platform. So hopefully the message can go around. So if you see the on the chat, I put a picture there on the chat. You can open the chat, put a picture there. That's a cover picture of the book, Sri Kshetra. This book I published a few years ago, Sri Kshetra.
Is that on the Hare Krishna Africa platform?
Yeah, on this, no, I just put it here now on this Zoom. On the chat?
Your Zoom link, chat link.
Yeah, on this chat link here. I just put it now. So that if you look at your chat, you can just open, you will see.
I have not seen it here, so.
Oh, this one here? Please show the chat. Chat, let me see. I just put it. Oh, it's not showing?
It hasn't come, yes. So I couldn't.
Maybe I had to post. Oh, okay. Okay, it should be coming now. Okay, I did not enter it. Okay. It should be.
Now it's coming now.
Okay.
You want me to share this on the screen?
Yeah. You can share it on the screen.
Okay.
Can you share it on the screen?
Yes, I can do that.
Yeah, you can share it. So this book is like the most authoritative book about okay, Sri Kshetra. Kshetra means this is the Jagannath Puri. It's called Sri Kshetra. That's the actual name. And that is this place, Jagannath Puri, is actually not different from Vaikuntha. This is the abode of Lord Jagannath. So we have published this book. It's a big fat book, about 700 to 800 pages, which was published some few years ago. And anybody who want to understand anything about Lord Jagannath appearance, Lord Jagannath to worship different manifestations of Lord Jagannath. Everything which dated back thousands and thousands of years ago. So everything is there on this book. So it's the most authoritative exposition about Lord Jagannath. So the book is available online and also on our website, or if you come to India, like, last year, His Holiness Radhanath Swami, he did a big yatra last year in Jagannath. He did a big yatra, whereby it took about 10,000 devotees with him. And Maharaj was telling me, when we met in Vrindavan, he was telling me that he used this book. He used this book for the yatra, because it's the most authoritative book. So this is the Rath Yatra time. Tomorrow is the Rath Yatra itself. The actual Titi, the actual date is tomorrow. Today is the Gundicha, the cleansing of the Gundicha temple by Sri Chaitanya Prabhu and his associates. So before I start, I chant some prayer of Lord Jagannath. Prayer to Jagannath, which is compiled by Srila Sanatana Goswami. I don't think I have the text. I have the text, but I don't know how to post it online. Si Jaganatha Niladre Siro Mukutaratnahe Darubama Ganashyama Prasida Purushottama. O Sri Jagannath, O Christ jewel of Nilachala, O Supreme Personality of Godhead, who appears in the deity form made of wood, O blackish personality, O Purushottama, please be kind upon me. Pafula Pundari Kaksha Lavanabdi Tata Mrita Butiko Daraman Pahi Nana Boga Purandara. O lotus-eyed Lord, O nectar of the ocean, O nectar on the shore of the ocean, O Gutikodara, Jagannath. Jagannath is called Gutikodara because a shalagram sila wrapped in fine silk cloth is kept inside the stomach of the Jagannath deity. O enjoyer of unlimited pastimes, please protect me. Nijadara Sudadayin Indadumna Prasadita Subhada Lalana Vyagra Ramanu Janamostute. You bestow nectar from your lips to your devotees. King Indradumna attained your favor. You are very eager to show affection to your sister Subhadra. O younger brother Balaram, I offer my obeisances unto you. Gundicha Rathayatra Adi Mahotsava Vivadana Bhakta Vatsala Banditvam Gundicha Ratha Mandanan. You have introduced various festivals, such as your journey to the Gundicha temple upon a chariot. O decoration of the chariot to Gundicha, you are very affectionate to your devotees. Bow down unto you. From Sri Krishna Lila Stabha. There are many prayers to Lord Jagannath, and also many prayers to Lord Balaram, because, and also many prayers to Subhadra, Lady Subhadra, because the Jagannath means this Jagannath, there's Lord Balaram, and then there is Subhadra Devi. So there are prayers that are made to them. And also another prayer is made to Sudarshan Chakra. So it's a very, very, to understand Jagannath, like Jagannath Lila pastime appearance. Actually, one has to be a devotee. Normally, the non-devotees cannot understand Jagannath. But of course, normally everybody goes to Jagannath Puri, and in Jagannath Puri, especially on the Rath Theatre time, whereby even though Jagannath Puri itself is it's not such a big town, but on the day of the Rath Theatre itself, you will not find less than 30 million people. 30 million. I mean, it's ocean, or it's an ocean. Basically, you can't even walk, you can only just stay in one place. I mean, fortunately, I've been there a few times to Jagannath Puri on the Rath Theatre day. Actually, I was supposed to go there this year or so, but I have to be to another city. I have to go to another city tomorrow, because I've been asked for some 1 week preaching there, so I have to go there for Jagannath Festival. So it's very, very auspicious time of the year. So Lord Jagannath, so 2 weeks ago was the celebration of the Snan Yatra. Snan Yatra is the bathing of Lord Jagannath. Now, what is the significance of this Snan Yatra? What is the significance of this bathing? The significance is that this is the day is said to be the appearance day of Lord Jagannath, the birth of Lord Jagannath. The appearance day, not the birth. Now, we celebrate the appearance day of Lord Krishna, that is Janmashtami, which is coming up next month. Janmashtami is another 6 weeks from today, from now, almost, yeah, about 6 weeks, Janmashtami. But Jagannath is Krishna himself. Jagannath is non-different from Krishna. So now, if we say Jagannath is non-different from Krishna, so how come we are saying that the Snan Yatra, which happened 2 weeks ago, is the appearance day of Lord Jagannath? So the meaning of this is that Lord Jagannath, this is the day he became manifested. This is the day Lord Jagannath made himself known to the devotee, to his dear devotee. So we're going to cover that tonight, this appearance of Lord Jagannath. So there are many, many stories. Many, many stories are there about Jagannath. So just like we say, normally on the Jagannath Theatre, we say the Jagannath Swami, Nayana Patagami Bhavatune, that usually on Jagannath, when the Lord is being taken on the Rath Theatre, is the prayer Jagannath Swami, Nayana Patagami Bhavatune, that my dear Lord, please manifest yourself before my eye. Manifest yourself before my eye, that should come and sit. So we pray to the Lord to come and sit in our hearts. So our heart is, what's our heart? In this case, it's actually Vrindavan, because the gopis of Vrindavan, they met Krishna in Kurukshetra. And when they met Krishna in Kurukshetra, so they were Krishna's chariots Because the gopis, they had not seen Krishna for a long time. For a period, they have not seen Krishna for about 50 years. They have not seen Krishna. Since Krishna left Vrindavan. Krishna left Vrindavan, and when he left Vrindavan, he had promised the residents of Vrindavan, because Vrindavan is a place where everyone is a devotee of Krishna. And not just devotee of Krishna, everyone actually loves Krishna. Krishna is the life of everyone. God is their life. Everyone loves Krishna, and Krishna loves everybody. So that's the speciality of Vrindavan. Devotees love Krishna, and Krishna loves his devotees. Because love of God goes both ways. When we talk of love of God, it goes both ways. So just from Jagannath form is such a special form of God. Such a special form of God. It's Jagannath form. So after a long period of time, because when Krishna was living in Vrindavan, when Akrura was taking Krishna out of Vrindavan, because he was supposed to go to Mathura, and he was supposed to go to Mathura, and on the invitation of Kamsa for a wrestling match, just like one of the prayer which I just recited before the class, that Vasudeva Sutan Devam Kamsa Chandra Madhanam. That Vasudeva Sutta means Krishna means the son of Vasudeva, and Kamsa Chanura Madhanam. Chanura, there are many big wrestlers. Chanura, Mustika, then comes, because Kamsa, he had invited um, Krishna to come to Mathura for a wrestling competition. So Krishna and Balaram, they left Vrindavan, and then they went to Mathura on the invitation. And then, of course, the purpose of inviting Krishna to Mathura, because Kamsa, his intention was to kill Krishna. Because Kamsa knew that Krishna is going to kill him, because that was the prediction. That was the prediction that this eighth child of Devaki will kill him. So Kamsa was always fully Krishna conscious. He was always fully Krishna conscious in the negative way. Normally, we are supposed to be Krishna conscious, but we are supposed to be Krishna conscious in a positive way, not in a negative way. Hmm? So Kamsa, you're always thinking of Krishna. You never forget Krishna. But he's thinking of Krishna is like Krishna in the sense that, okay, Krishna is my enemy. How can I kill Krishna? How can I kill him? So when Krishna was performing his pastime in Vrindavan, there are so many demons that he was sending to Vrindavan. As a matter of fact, from the time Krishna was born, from the third day, Kamsa was sending demons to Vrindavan. He began by sending Putana. By sending Putana. Putana was a demoness to go and kill Krishna, but of course Krishna killed her. So after so many demons who were sent to Vrindavan by Kamsa, but all those demons, they all killed all those demons. Trinivata, Sagatasura, Agasura, Bakasura, Kesi, so many. So many. So it's like Kamsa, it was becoming exhausted of all the demons. And these were not ordinary demons. These are like terrible demons. But somehow Krishna killed them all. And Krishna killed them, and Krishna was just a young, he was just like a young boy, from 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 years, 10 years old. And the way Krishna was killing all these demons, to him, he was just like a play, you know. Actually, Krishna form, when Krishna is in Vrindavan, he does not carry weapon. Normally, when you see the form of God, they always carry some kind of weapon when you see the form of God, like Lord Ramachandra, different forms, their Vishnu form, they all have weapon in their hand. Even Krishna in Dwarka, he has his Sudarshan chakra. But in Vrindavan, Krishna only has his flute. He does not carry any weapon in Vrindavan. He doesn't carry any, only his flute. That's all. Krishna plays his flute, but what he only plays his flute, but this flute is meant to attract his devotees, especially the gopis, the cows. So many demons will come, and Krishna will kill them effortlessly without using any weapon. Just by touch or by something, it's the way Krishna will kill them, or by kicking them with his foot. All these demons will just like when Krishna was, he was like 3 months old. And then this demon, Trinavata was a wind demon. So this demon kidnapped Krishna from Vrindavan, and he took Krishna way up in the sky. He thought that he could kill him because he saw Krishna just as a small child. So he took him way up in the sky, and Krishna simply, punched his head with his small hand. Krishna simply punched his head this way, and then this demon, his head exploded. So he fell down dead. This way, because God is the Lord, such an absolute person. God is absolute. So when is everything he does is a Lila, and this Lila of Krishna in Vrindavan is like some Madhurya of sweetness. And the Lord performed his pastime mainly for the pleasure of his devotees. So God is a person, God is not a person. And God is not a person that we cannot see. God is a person that we can see, that we can embrace, we can have interaction with. That's what makes speciality, what is special between this idea of God consciousness versus any other idea of worship of God. That's what makes a difference. So, so Krishna, he had promised the Vijayabhasi that he said, when he was leaving Vrindavan, he promised the Vijayabhasi that he will come back. He said, I'm just going to Mathura to take care of some business, because he's been invited by his uncle, which happened to be Kamsa, that after I finish, I will come back. So even though the inhabitants of Vrindavan, they were full of anxiety, they are feeling so much separation from Krishna. They were feeling intense separation of Krishna. So they were feeling intense separation of Krishna. And then, but Krishna left, he went to Mathura, but he did not come back. He didn't come back as he had promised. So when we talk tomorrow on this point, we're going to cover more about the intimate detail of this, how this form of Jagannath actually came about. So anyway, just to this, I'm going to be focusing on this form of Jagannath, because there are two versions. There are two versions of the manifestation of Jagannath deity. So I'm going to focus today on the first version, and then tomorrow I will deal with the intimate version of this form of Jagannath. So today we're going to focus on the first version. But the Jaganatha theatre is when the gopis, when they met Krishna in Kurukshetra, they met Krishna in Kurukshetra, which is a place. Kurukshetra is about 4 hours from here, from Vrindavan, about three hours from Delhi. Kurukshetra, very ancient place of pilgrimage. So Krishna was there, and then the gopis of Vrindavan, they were also there. And they were telling Krishna that let's go to Vrindavan. They were pulling Krishna because at that time, Krishna had become an householder. He had so many coins, but the gopis have also come. So they were telling Krishna that let us go to Vrindavan. They were pulling Krishna's chariot. That Vrindavan is the most natural place for us, so come to Vrindavan. Let us go to Vrindavan. Vrindavan in this case represent our heart. Pulling God, pulling Krishna to our heart. Now, how do you pull God to your heart? So Snowyatra is the bathing of the appearance of Jagannath. Now today is what we call is Gundicha Majan, the cleansing of the Gundicha temple. The cleansing of the Gundicha temple is actually today, because tomorrow is Rath Yatra, and today is the cleansing of Gundicha temple. This pastime was manifested by Sri Chaitanya Prabhu. Now, what is Gundicha temple? Because the Rath Yatra goes from the Sri Mandi, or the temple of Lord Jagannath, and then the Jagannath is taken to, on the day of Rath Yatra, there's about 3 miles, which is about 4 or 5 kilometers, on the Grand Road by which Jagannath is taken to the Gundicha temple. From there, Jagannath will be there for like 1 week or so. Jagannath will be there in the Gundicha temple for about 8 days. And then on the 9th day, the Jagannath come back to his temple. There's so many wonderful, very beautiful Lilas which are there in Chaitanya Charitamrita, as explained. Very wonderful pastime between Chaitanya Prabhu. So this Gundicha temple represents Vrindavan. So Krishna is taken from Kurukshetra, and is being taken to Vrindavan. And then from there, there'll be like a lot of nice, wonderful person, because the Gopi, they take Krishna from Kurukshetra to Vrindavan. So Gundicha temple today is the cleansing of Gundicha. Gundicha was the wife of, there is a king called King Indradumna. So the appearance of Lord Jagannath is based on two stories. One is how Jagannath comes about from the viewpoint of the Puranas, and then the second part is what is specific to the Gaudiya Vaishnavas. What is specific to Gaudiya Vaishnavas in the sense that Jagannath is Krishna himself. Jagannath is Krishna himself, who is feeling separation from the inhabitant of Vrindavan. Because these devotees, they are always feeling separation from him, from Krishna. Similarly, Krishna is also in love with his devotees. He also feels separation from his devotees. So as I said earlier, that love of God is two-way. It's not a one-way. Love of God is two-way. Devotee love God, and God also loves his devotees. So we're going to talk about the first history of the appearance of Jagannath. So there are many Puranas and also some diaries. Primarily Skanda Purana, Padma Purana, And also the Purushottam Mahatmya, which means the glories of Purushottama. Purushottama means Jagannath. The glories of Jagannath, and also the Jagannath Kadacha, which is the diary of Jagannath. The diary. This book, which I just showed the picture, we basically everything has been summarized in this book. All the essence of all this Purana they are put in this book together, this Sri Kshetra book. So we are going to present some what is presented in this Purana, in the Skanda Purana, and also the Purushottama Mahatmya. So these different Puranas, they give different narrations of appearance of Jagannath, but they are both more or less the same. Even though there may be some minor difference, but it's more or less the same. So long time ago, in Satya Yuga. So Satya Yuga is not we're not in Kali Yuga. So Satya Yuga is the first age. We have 4 ages: Satya Yuga, Treta Yuga, Dwapara Yuga, and then Kali Yuga. So all these 4 together, makes 4.3 million years. It said that Sahasra Yuga Payantam Ahaya Brahmano Vidu. Sahasra Yuga Payantam, that 1,000 ages taken together make 1 day of Brahma. So that's 1,000. So there are 1 day of Brahma is 1,000 ages. So which means a day of Brahma is 4.3 billion years. So 4.3 billion years is the day of Lord Brahma. So King Indradyumna, he reigned. He was a king in the first half of the day of Lord Brahma. He was reigning that time, which means we're talking of something that happened like millions and millions and millions of years ago, long time ago. So this king, he was a very, very pious king, King Indradyumna. He was a very, very, very pious king. And the king, he lived in a village, he lived in a town or a city. It's called Avanti. Avanti is, or is present day Ujjain. The city of Ujjain is there. And Ujjain is one of the 4 main cities in India where Kumbh Mela takes place. So Ujjain is a very, very famous place, place of pilgrimage. Actually, when Lord Krishna and Balaram, when they went to Gurukul, they went to school because they went to school for 64 days. So when Krishna and Balaram, they went to Gurukul for 64 days in the ashram of their guru Sandipani Muni. And this was the city of Avanti or Ujjain. So if you ever go to Ujjain, if you come to India, go to Ujjain, you can actually go to this place where Krishna and Balaram, where they were studying, in the ashram of Sandipani Muni. Okay. So the king was there, King Indradyumna, and his wife's name was Gundicha. Gundicha was the name of the wife of King Indradyumna. So as the king was, he was a very pious king, very pious. So one time there were some visitors. There are some sadhus. They were traveling. They were traveling, and then they came to the city of Avanti. So as this So it so happened that these travelers, they have been to this part of East India. It's called Nilachala. So they've been to this part of East India, and that place, they saw a very beautiful deity being worshipped. They saw the worship of a very beautiful deity called Nila Madhavan. Very beautiful deity of Krishna. Actually, it's Krishna's form. And this is a Vishnu form, Narayan form, and this form has is four-armed form of the Lord. It's been beautifully worshipped in this particular area of East India, near the ocean, Nilachala. So these pilgrims who have been traveling around in the city of Abanti, so they were describing the beautiful form of this deity that they were describing. And as they were describing, there's one Brahmana. His name was Vidyapati. So this Brahmana, he heard this. He heard this narration from these travelers, how this about this. He heard about their description of this very wonderful deity of the Lord, this wonderful form of the Lord, the Nila Madhava. So Vidyapati, so he went to the king's palace and he described to the king what he had heard from these travelers. He described to the king what he had heard from these travelers. So when the king heard this, he immediately became very, very much eager to have darshan of the deity. Because he heard that, he said that anyone who sees this deity, who received the darshan of this deity, will not have to return to this world again. And we believe, but just by having a darshan of the deity, the person will attain a 400 form and become an associate of the Lord in Vaikuntha. Just by having a darshan of the deity. Which means by having a darshan of the deity, your journey, your existence in this material world is finished. And not just that, he said that even if someone simply make a vow that I will go to this temple of Nila Madhava to see him tomorrow. I must go and see Nila Madhava tomorrow to his temple. And the person die without reaching the temple. The person will still go to Vaikuntha and attain the same form as the Lord. So you can just see, just by desiring to go to the Lord's temple to go have a darshan of the Lord, still, what will attain liberation? What will attain liberation from this material world? So, and then the king became very eager. He said, "Oh, how can I have see this deity? How can I have the darshan deity? Where is this deity located?" He was so eager. Where is the deity located? So, but he wanted to ask the pilgrims. He wanted to ask them so that for them to tell him where he can go and see this deity of Nila Madhava. But somehow, these pilgrims who have been traveling around, somehow they had departed the city during the night. They left the city during the night. So the king was very, very upset that, oh, these pilgrims have gone. He was very, very upset. So the king called so many brahmanas, and especially the son of his main priest, Vidyapati. The son of main priest, Vidyapati, and also so many officials, commanders. He told them that they should go to different parts of the country and search for this deity. They should go all over the country and search for the deity. So some men, he sent them to the east, some men he sent them to the west, some men to the north. It is everywhere he sent them, because the city of Ujjain is located within center of India. It is central India. So being centrally located, so it was sending men to different parts of the country, north, west, south, east, different places. And Vidyapati himself, so he is he was sent to the East India, and the king made a promise. He made a promise to as to all those he was sending. He said that any of you who is able to find, who is able to locate this deity, I promise you that I will give any of you who is able to find the deity, you will receive much wealth. So the king, because just by hearing about the deity, this completely captured his mind. This has captured his mind just by hearing. So the king, he sent them out, and then everyone went to various locations. But everyone went, they went everywhere, and after 3 months, they all returned, informing the king that they were unable to see this deity, Lila Madhava. They were unable to see. So the king was very, very dejected. However, Vidyapati, he had not returned, because Vidyapati was a young Brahmana who was the son of the king's priest. So the Vidyapati had not returned, so the king was very, very worried, because nobody know what part of East India he has gone. So Vidyapati, he was wandering around. He was wandering around, and then as he was in a place near the ocean, East India, in this place on the there's a hill called Nilachala. Nilachala means blue mountain. Nila means blue. So Nila Achala means mountain. It's a blue mountain. That's what it called. So as he was going, and he saw a very beautiful village. He saw a very beautiful village, and then that village, there was a hill there covered by the there was a mountain there, and this mountain is covered with so many nice flowers and trees, and the residents, they were very, very cultured people. The residents of this village. So now, when he was in this village, so the evening was approaching. So when the evening was approaching, then Vidyapati, he was looking for a place to stay, because nighttime has come. So he wanted a place to stay. So he was asking everyone that where he can stay. So the people that was meeting, they replied to him that, well, in this village, there's a leader here. His name is Vishwasu. And this leader is our leader. And he's always accommodating the travelers. Now this leader, he happened to be a lower caste. It's called Saba. He's a lower caste. He's a hunter by trade, by profession. But he's the leader. He was the leader of the village. So, and then Vidyapati went to his house. But when he went to his house, he was not there. But his young daughter was there. She was like a 16-year-old daughter. She was there. And then so Vidyapati, he presented himself, and then, but Viswashu himself was not home, but his daughter was home. Her name was Lalita. So when when he knocked the door of the house, so Vidyapati, Lalita, the daughter of the chief, so she opened the door, and as she opened the door, then she welcomed me, said that my father is not here, but you can stay here. You can wait for my father until he return. So, and then she informed me that when my father return, then my father will arrange for everything for you. So after some time, Vidyapati arrived. Now Vidyapati arrived, not Vidyapati, Viswasu, who is the chief, he arrived. Now it so happened that as he came, from his body, there was such a wonderful fragrance that is coming out of his body. Very wonderful fragrance. So Vidyapati was kind of curious that how come what kind of aroma this person is having? What is he wearing? Hmm? Very beautiful aromatic tilak on his forehead and all that. And of course, when the Viswashu, when he saw Vidyapati, he said, "Oh, I'm so sorry that I've kept you waiting. I'm sorry that I came back so late." Um, so, and then he invited Vidyapati inside, and then he he gave him the accommodation in his house. He gave him the accommodation. So he told Vidyapati that we can reside here for some days. You can stay here. And then the Viswashu, then he told his daughter that take care of this Brahmana guest. Give him food. Whatever he needs, you make sure that you provide to him. So you must look for him in all respect. You must look for him. So Vidyapati he was staying there, eating, resting, and all that. But every day, Viswashu, he will every day he will go in the morning. He will go in the morning, and then he will go all day in the morning, and he will return in the evening. He does this every single day. So, and then, because Vidyapati was left in the house with the daughter of Viswashu. So after some days, the girl was serving him, and he was enjoying the atmosphere. He was enjoying the atmosphere. And then after some time, by enjoying the atmosphere of the dwelling, the nice service of the girl, so he developed kind of attachment to the girl. He developed attachment to this girl, and then asked her. So then he asked the father, Viswashu, that I want to marry your daughter. Let me marry your daughter. So Viswashu agrees, okay. So he agreed that Vidyapati will marry his daughter. So Vidyapati, he married, even actually when he was in Eugene, he was already married, but in those days, the Brahmanas can have more than one wife. So Vidyapati married the daughter, is married, and then he was staying regularly. So several months has gone by. But every day, Viswashu will go, every day we go in the morning, I come back in the evening, with such a wonderful fragrance coming out of his body. He'd be so blissful. He'd be so blissful. So then so Vidyapati was very, very curious that what's going on? Where does this Viswashu, this man, where does he go every day? And then he come back in the evening, his body is full of fragrance. What does he do? Where does he go? What does he do? Because he doesn't know what does he do? So he asked his wife, say, my dear Lalita, where does your father go? Every day he goes in the morning, I come back in the evening, and so much fragrance coming out of his body. What does he do? But Lalita refused to do. Lalita refused to tell him because her father gave her strict instruction never to tell anybody what he does. Actually, it so happened that Viswashu, every day he goes out. He goes out in the morning and he goes into deep forest to worship. And in that forest is the deity of Nilamadeva. Is the deity of Nilamadeva. So he go to the forest and all day long he performed the worship of Nilamadeva by decorating the deity with different flowers and garments, so many things, like, a lot of personal service. So he does this all day long, and then in the evening, he returns home in the evening. That's what he does. Then he go back. So Lalita, when asked by Vidyapati that, where does your father go? What does he do? So the girl, she said, no, I cannot tell you because my father forbid me to tell him where he goes. I cannot tell you. So the Vidyapati said that, look, you are my wife. Me and you, we are one. How can a wife hide anything from the husband? How can a wife, as my wife, you cannot hide anything from me, And I promise you, whatever you tell me will always be secret among us. So you should tell me what your father does every day. And then because she also loves her husband, they say, well, every day my father goes and worship Nilamadeva. Every day. 1 second. Okay. So I say every day my father go and worship Nilamadeva every day. So when Vidyapati heard this, it was like a discovering a very wonderful, the most wonderful treasure. It's most hearing about the one of me say, oh, this is what I've came here for. Your father go and worship Nilamadeva? What a wonderful news, what a wonderful thing to hear. So he became so happy, that, oh, your father worship Nilamadeva. Now, after such a long time of searching, going everywhere all over the country, now he finally heard the name Nilamadeva. And Nilamadeva is somewhere nearby where he's staying. So he was trying to find how he can be able to see the deity, because it's impossible to see the deity. So Vidyapati, he began to show so much love and affection for his wife. He increases affection for her, Now, then one day he tell her that, okay, look, my dear wife, you must ask your father to take me, because I'm his son-in-law. You should ask your father to take me with him to go and see Nilamadeva. So, and then she said, okay, I will help you, but I don't know what my father is going to say, but I will help you. So when she returned in the evening, so Lalita asked her father that, my dear father, I want one benediction from you. Give me a benediction. So he replied, oh, you are my dear daughter. You are my very sweet daughter. Whatever you want, I will give you. You know, you are my loving daughter. Any benediction, I will give you. So Lalita said that, well, I want something very special. I know that you will be hesitant to give this to me, but I want it. So the father asked her that, what do you want? What do you want? Then she replied that, well, my dear father, I desire that to take my husband with you to see Lila Madhava. You want to have darshan. You want to have darshan of the Lord. Take him with you. So Viswashu thought, so no, this is impossible. No, because if I take him to go and see Lila Madhava, the deity may be taken away and vanish, you know. So you see that, no, this is not possible. I cannot do that. And then later said that, oh, look, he said that, look, my dear father, if you do not show Nila Madhava to my husband, then I'm just going to take poison and I'm going to commit suicide. I'm going to I'm going to die right in front of you if you don't take my husband to go and see the deity. So which means if you simply objecting, so which means you have no love for me. You have no love for me if you are objecting, if you are not willing to take my husband with you to go and see Nila Madhava. And then she was preparing to take poison. You know, she was preparing to take poison. So, of course, you know, as they say that the women, they have specific weapons. If the woman said that, oh, I'm going to die, I'm going to commit suicide. I'm going to commit suicide. So he said that, what can the husband do? Or what can the father do? What can the father do? What can the father? So he said, okay, you can have whatever you want. So Viswashu, so he agreed that, okay, you know, he said, so he thought that, well, I must save my daughter. So I have to save my daughter from committing suicide. So because of this, I must give her this benediction, what she had asked for. So he told his daughter that, well, I don't want you to die. I will take your husband with me and show him. And show him the deity, Nila Madhava. But there is one condition, though. The condition is that I'm going to bind, when we are going there, I will tightly bind his eyes with a black cloth so that you will not see the way. And then when we are going, I'm going to bind his eye with black cloth. And then when we reach there, I will open his eye. I will open the cloth so they can see. And after the darshan, then I will again bind his eyes on the way back. So therefore he said that he's going to put blindfold on Vidyapati on the way to see the deity because the deity is in the deep forest. So Lalita was very, very happy. So she went to her husband and told him that, well, my father has agreed to take you and he's going to blindfold you. He's going to blindfold you during the journey, but never mind. So Vidyapati, of course, was very, very happy that now he's going to eventually see Lila Madhava. Yeah, then he agreed, okay, I will accept the blindfold. And it doesn't matter. I'm going to accept the blindfold as long as I see the deity, as long as I see Lila Madhava. So, and then, so Lalita told her father that, well, yes, you can bind his eyes with a black cloth. So she agreed with the father's condition. So the day came when Viswashu would take Vidyapati to go and see the deity. So he had him sat on the cart, on the cart, like a bull cart. He had him sat on it, and then he bind his eye with a dark cloth, blindfolded him. In the meanwhile, while he was not looking, so Vidyapati's wife Lalita, she gave some grain, some mustard grain, some mustard seed to Vidyapati. And because it was during the rainy season, so she told Vidyapati that as you are going, just drop the seed. This is the mustard seed, and just drop them on the way, because each of the seed will grow to become a yellow flower. Just drop them on the way as you are going. So in this way, she told her husband, Vidyapati, this way. So as the Vishwasu was riding the cart on the way to the deity, so Vidyapati, he was dropping the seed on the way. And also, Vishwasu when he was going, he was not going on a straight road. He was going zigzag like this. So that he was assuming that Vidyapati will not easily figure out where he had gone. But Vidyapati was dropping the mustard seed on the way. So eventually they arrived at the foot of the mountain, because the deity was on the top of the hill. So when they arrived at the foot, and then the Vishwashu, he packed they all got off the cart. So when they got off the cart, and then so Vishwashu, he took a Vidyapati by the hand and then led him to the temple of Nila Madhava, which was on top of the mountain. So when they entered the temple, so that time Vishwashu, he removed the blindfold. And then when he removed the blindfold, and then Vidyapati saw the deity. He saw Nila Madhava. The deity was four-handed, and he carried his usual weapon like a conch, disc, club, and lotus flower, which he carried. So very, very attractive, very beautiful deity, beautiful deity. And of course, it was very beautiful, but not unlike, it's not unlike Krishna. Krishna is the most beautiful forms of Godhead. And while Nila Madhava had four hands and four different weapons, but Krishna normally have flute. Krishna is two-hand form, and he carries only flute. That's all. But Narayan, of course, is Narayan does not have no flute, and does not carry no peacock feather. But also very, very beautiful, of course. But Krishna is the most beautiful of all forms of God. So Vidyapati was very, very happy. He was weeping, thinking, oh, I've been searching for him for such a long time. So many, many months. And now I'm satisfied. My life is not successful. This is a success of life. So then Vishwashu came to him and said, now wait here for some time, because I'm going to the forest. I'm going to bring some flowers and other paraphernalia to worship. And then I'm going to offer some chanting, some sandalwood, some sandals, and other articles, perform arati, and then we will return home. So in this way, Vishwashu, he went to the forest to collect the flowers, and then Vidyapati was left alone. So Vidyapati was looking around the temple area, and then he went to the back of the temple, and he saw there was one beautiful lake. There was a beautiful lake with so many lotus flowers, some bumblebees, some sweet singing birds, they were there. And then there is a branch. There's a mango tree with a branches which is hung over the lake. Which there's on the bank of the lake is a mango tree, and this mango tree has got a branch. It has got a long branch, and this branch, it goes over the lake this way. Somehow, on the top of the branch of the tree, on the top of this branch, there was a black crow that was sleeping. A black crow was sleeping, and this black crow was sleeping on top of the branch. Somehow, this black crow, it was sleeping and fell down. I fell down into the water, into the lake. But when he fell into the lake, immediately the soul came out and appeared with 4 hands, which means the black crow fell into the lake, and then out of the lake came out a soul, a very beautiful personality with 4-hand form. Beautiful personality with 4-hand form. With 4 hands, I come out. And Garuda came, he quickly came and took that very beautiful and glorious 4-hand personality to Vaikuntha, to the spiritual world. So Vidyapati was thinking that, oh, this is a crow. It was sleeping on top of the tree, on the branch of the tree, mango tree. And this crow fell down into the river, into the lake, and immediately received 4-hand form. He became liberated, he attained liberation from this world, received 4-hand form and was taken to Vaikuntha. And this crow had not done any bhakti, had not practiced no bhakti at all. He has not done any spiritual practice. He has not done any regulatory principles or anything like that, any sadhana bhakti. He hasn't done any of those things. Just by falling into this river, this lake that is near, that is behind the temple of Lila Madhava, this lake, this crow called the highest benediction of life. You just say, just like there are many, many methods by which a person can get liberation from this material. Many, many methods is there. When the process of bhakti. There was one story by Srila Bhaktisiddhanta. He said that one time there was a parrot. No, not a parrot. It was a pigeon. A pigeon. One time a pigeon was being chased by there was a hawk or something like that. It was being chased by a bigger bird, and this pigeon was it was running from its life because being chased by a bigger bird, and it was chasing, and it was running away from this other big bird. When as it was running, it was actually circumambulating a temple. It was actually going around a temple, and then this eventually was caught by the big bird, by a quack. It was caught, this small pigeon. But as he was caught, being killed, but the moment it was being killed, an airplane came from the spiritual world and take this pigeon to the spiritual world, attain liberation. Attain liberation by the virtue of, even though running for his life, but he was doing a circumambulation around the temple. And then, so which means essentially, this bird was doing a parikrama of a temple without even knowing that he's doing a parikrama of a temple. Still, the person got utter liberation. So just imagine, this is some of the aspect of bhakti. So this crow, by falling to even though crow is the most impure bird, crow eating garbage, eating dead body, dead flesh. That's what the crow eats. But by falling into the lake, he attained liberation. So Vidyapati was thinking that if this crow can get this liberation of by simply falling into this lake, and he attained liberation, he got 400 form and went to Vaikuntha. Then he was thinking, why should I remain here? This is a great opportunity. This is a great opportunity for me. Why should I remain here? So himself, he decided to climb the tree and jump into the lake as well, so that he could also attain a 400 form and go to Vaikuntha. So he was thinking this way, and so he was saying that, okay, I should not waste another moment. Let me go and jump into the river. Let me go and climb this tree and jump into the lake, and then so that I can give up, I can attain the highest perfection of life. So as he was about to do this, as he was climbing the tree, and then there was a voice that came from the sky. A voice came to him, said that, oh, Vidyapati, don't commit suicide. Don't do this so that you can be liberated and go to Vaikuntha. So the voice said that, but you will have to perform some important services for the benefit of the entire world. So don't die yet. Because sometimes a person, that's what a sadhu, sometimes they don't really desire their own personal liberation, even though they are already liberated, but they want to benefit others. They want to benefit others. So the Lord tell him that, so be patient, don't give up your body yet. Everything will be accomplished, so you should return to Maharaj Indradyumna at once and tell him that Nila Madhava is here. Tell him that. So in this way, so Nila Madhava, he followed the voice advice. He did not commit suicide. He did not jump into the lake. So in the meantime, Viswashu, he returned with many flowers and then with other items. And then he called up Vidyapati that come and join me. But Viswashu did not know what had happened. He didn't know that he didn't know about what Vidyapati saw, or the instruction which he must have heard from the area voice. If Viswashu didn't know. So Viswashu, he performed his worship of Nila Madhava, and that worship take the whole day, offering many prayers and all that. Offering many prayers. So this village of Nila Madhavas, the residents are called Daita. Daita means very dear. Hey Krishna, hey Daita, hey Dinabandhu Jagatpate. There's one very big, I'm trying to remember this prayer, very beautiful prayer, which is because Krishna is called Daita Pati, the Lord of the Daita. There's one prayer in there by Madhumanga. No. One prayer by Krishna was the Bhivamanga Thakur. Hey Krishna was hey Krishna Dinabandhu. Okay, I don't have my book in front of me. So it's a very beautiful prayer whereby devotees calling out to Krishna that you are the Daita, you are the friend, Dinabandhu, you are the friend of the poor. Jagatpate, you are the Lord, and you are the Lord of the entire world. So Daita Pati. So this Vishwashu, who was the leader of the Daita, the leader of the village, So even though he was a hunter by caste, a hunter Sabara, but he was worshiping, he was the one worshiping this deity of Nilamadeva. So the Vidyapati was very, very much charmed with the glories of the deity and the worship of Nilamadeva performed by his father-in-law. So it was so Vidyapati was very much overjoyed that, oh, what a wonderful thing, what a great thing. He was very, very much overjoyed. So Vishwashu, he completed his service, and then time to return back to the village. And returning back to the village, so before they started their journey back to the village, he again, Vishwashu again, he blindfolded Vidyapati again with the black cloth, and I went back to the village. So he went back to the village in this thing in the same way that he had come, going back in a zigzag way. So now, and then, so Vishwashu, so one time, Vishwashu, he told somehow the deity Nilamadeva was talked to Vishwashu. He said that, my dear Vishwashu, you have served me for a very long time. You have served me for a very long time. Now, I want to take the service of a royal, of a king. Because this king is a very high class of devotee. And his name is Indradumna Maharaj. Indradumna. So, I want to take his service. Yeah, you served me for so long, but now I want to take a royal service. So the deity, he was talking to Vishwashu. So the Lord told him that, don't be afraid, don't worry. But when Vishwashu heard this, he said, oh, now I became so upset that why this is what is this person, this Vidyapati, he had come to my house. I've taken him to see Nilamadeva. Now, Nilamadeva is going to leave this place. He's going to leave me. I cannot bear the thought of separation from the Lord. Because, so therefore, and this boy is going to tell the king, and the king is going to come here and take Nilamadeva away. So, because of this panic, he arrested Vidyapati and locked him up in one of his rooms in his house. They locked him up. So Vidyapati could not go anywhere. And then Vidyapati called upon his wife, said, my dear Lalita, please help me. I want to return to Madhya Pradesh, I want to return to my city. I have promised my king who wants to come with his whole family to serve Nilamadeva. Please help me. You are my wife, my other half. So Lalita agreed. She told him that, okay, I'm going to help you. So again, Lalita again, she approached her father. Said, my dear father, if you do not release my husband from the jail, I'm going to commit suicide at once. I will commit suicide if you do not release my husband from being locked up. So she was ready to commit suicide. So the father's heart, his heart melted, compassion. I said, okay. So he released Vidyapati. So Vidyapati is now free. And then he told his wife that I will return very soon. Don't worry, I will return. So he quickly left and proceeded towards Indraduna's marriage kingdom. So he was so happy. So he left and they went back to Avanti, Ujjain. Even though he had been gone for several months, he had been gone for more than 6 months that he had gone. So when he returned to the city, so the king was very, very happy that Vidyapati has come. And especially when the Vidyapati told him, my dear king, I have discovered Nilamadeva. Please come with me. So the king was so happy. The king said, I shall go with my entire kingdom, my wealth, my family, my soldiers, everybody. I will take everyone with me to go there, because the king, he desired to bring Nilamadeva to his kingdom, to worship him for the rest of his life. So the king, with his wife and everybody else, so he proceeded from Jane, this place. So, and then reached the place, which was several hundred miles away, very long time, very far away. So he reached this place, but when he reached there, the whole place, therefore, the whole area had been covered with sand. There was no mustard seed, flowers. There was no hill, no village. So, by the desire of Nilamadeva, the entire village was covered with over 100 feet of sand. Everything was covered, including the hill and everything. And Nilamadeva was not there. So the king began to cry. He began to cry, and then he sat down on the straw mat, facing the ocean, and decided, I will not take anything to eat until I have darshan of Nilamadeva. If I do not see him, I will die. I came here with my whole kingdom, my wealth, my wife, my family, but I did not get the darshan of the Lord. Oh, I must give up my life. So this was the king's thinking. This was thinking this way. I think he will start chanting Nilamadeva. Nilamadeva will start chanting the Lord's name. Nilamadeva, Nilamadeva, remembering the Lord. And then a voice came from the sky. So the voice said, I will not come, but do not worry. I will not come here to give you darshan, but you'll be able to see me. I am sending Brahma, so you should come with Brahma to Vaikuntha, and there you can take my darshan. In this world, I will not give you darshan in the shape of Nilamadeva, but I will manifest in 4 forms: Jagannath, Baladev, Subhadra, and Sudarshan Chakra. Wait near the sea. There's a place in Jagannath Puri called Chakratita. So Chakratita is a very famous place in Jagannath Puri. Normally, when we go to Jagannath Puri, we normally stay there because there are so many guest houses there. And this is by the ocean, by the way. So the Lord is telling the king that I'm going to stay near the sea, where this place is called Banki Mohan is located. So the Lord told him that you go there and wait, and a wood will come. A wood will come, a big log of wood will come, and then he will manifest. So the Lord is going to manifest himself in the form of a very large, fragrant, reddish log. So actually, this log, where the Jagannath form is carved, normally every 12 or 19 years, Jagannath form is changed. It's still called Nala Kalevara. No, Nava Kalevara, new form of Jagannath. So the form you see in Jagannath Puri now, the Jagannath form, the deity, this deity is changed every 12 or 19 years. The last one was about 5 years ago. So it was 2019. I was there, fortunately. That's the last time this the new form was carved, was made, the new form of Jagannath. And this form of Jagannath is, how do they locate? It's not just any form, it's not just any wood. This wood, Jagannath wood, because it's not, therefore they have to go into the forest. For several months, all the priests, they will go into the forest in Odisha, in Yapuri. And when they go to the forest, there's a special indication of which wood, which tree that they have to cut. There's a special indication. This is all explained in the book which I show you, this etc. So the special indication is that the wood, it must be a wood, it must be a tree that is being guided by very, very, the most sharp, is being guided by the cobra, the most sharp cobra, which means these cobra snakes, nobody can go near there. Anybody go near there, they will be, they'll be killed. So nobody can go there. And the tree itself has got some special markings. This tree, which means the Brahmanas, they go into the forest, they're looking for this tree. And then eventually they will find the tree which is being guarded by cobra. And then there is some specific mantras, some rituals which need to be performed. And this ritual will normally take several days. And after the rituals, it takes several days. And then after the performance of the rituals, so the tree will be cut. And then on a special chariot car. So these trees, three of them, they'll be brought to the city, to the temple of Jagannath, where the carving will be done, the carving of Jagannath. And Jagannath is very huge, big. So the carving is that this happens every 12 or 19 years when there is the Navakaleva. So this instruction is being given by the Lord to King Idadumna. So, and then, so as predicted, the king came, and then he was taken by Lord Brahma to Vaikuntha, and he had the darshan of the Lord and all that. And then, so in the meanwhile, the king, when he was gone, so many years had actually passed, because normally between the material and spiritual world, not talk of the Brahma, of even one moment in the Lord Brahma's planet can be several hundreds of years on the Earth planet. Can be hundreds of years on the Earth planet. So the king was gone, and then he came back to the world. So everything has changed. And also, before going, the king, he had actually constructed a very big temple. He had built a temple on the sand, which is supposed to be Jagannath temple. So anyway, the king came, and then the king Indradumna came, returned, along with his wife, same wife. But when he came, everything had changed. There was a new king, and then this king, he's saying that he had built this temple, but no, Indradumna said, no, you're not I'm the one who built the temple, not you. He said that you have simply made the repairs. So which means the Jagannath temple has been there for a long period of time, for millions and millions of years, Jagannath temple. But the present temple, which is there now, the present temple was built around about 1200 years ago, the present temple. And then the temple has faced so many attacks, especially when the Muslims, when they were ruling India. So the temple had been attacked a few times. So much time that sometimes the deity had to be moved. The deity had to be moved when they were attacking Jagannath. So the temple was moved, and the Jagannath temple, the Jagannath deity was taken and was hidden in a lake for many years. The deity was being hidden in a lake. And then when the Hindu king, when they again came back to rule again, and then the deity was brought back to the temple. So then the king, so they wanted the deity, how they can find this, because the Lord he had instructed that the Lord had instructed that there's going to be a log in the ocean, and then from this log, then the deity form will be carved from this from this. So then so they went near the ocean, and then the king and his armies, but they went near the ocean. So they find this big log, this big log of wood, big tree log. They find it. But the tree was so huge, was so heavy that nobody could lift it. They could not lift it out of after the water, because it's so I mean, it's the Lord. Is the Lord? No, who can move the Lord? It's not an ordinary wood, so nobody could lift it, lift the wood. So, and then they got the area voice saying that, okay, bring my old servant Daitapati Biswashu and his daughter as well, and also bring me the Brahmana Vidyapati. They can take me from this side. They can take me out of the water. And also the Lord said that I should also bring a chariot for me. And I will easily come out. And then you can arrange everything. So by the power and the will of the Lord, so they were able to find Viswashu, Lalita, and also Vidyapati. They were still alive. So they were brought on a chariot with honor. So Vidyapati, Viswashu, and Lalita. So they went to where the log is in the waters of the ocean. And then easily, the moment they touch the wood, they are able to easily lift the wood from the water, from the ocean. So you can see the laws, because the Lord is called Bhakta Vatsala. Bhakta Vatsala means is always very, his heart become very soft towards his devotees. Even though the Lord is the most powerful person, the most powerful, but he become very light before his devotee. He become very light. He become very light before his devotees. We have many stories, so many stories. How the Lord, he become just like a plaything in the hands of his devotees. So, and then the Vidyapati, his wife, and Biswashu, they lift the wood, and then they was chanting Jai Jagannath, Jai Jagannath, Nila Madhava, Nila Madhava. And then they were praying, oh, the Lord be merciful. Please come upon our chariots. So the log came out easily, and it was brought on the golden chariot to the place near to where the Jagannath temple is now situated. So, and then now the log is there, and the deity form was supposed to be carved from this log. So the king, then he called up many brahmanas. No, actually not brahmanas, he called up many carpenters from all over the state, Risha. He called up many carpenters that I want you carpenters to carve the lost form. And by doing so, you will earn so much wealth. By doing so, you will earn a lot of money. So many carpenters came to try to make the image of the Lord from the wood. But the moment they start, their tool will just break. Their tool will just break the moment they start. So many carpenters came, and they all frustrated, they left. So they all frustrated, they left. And then, so the king was in anxiety on what to do. Who's going to be able to carve the lost farm? And then one brahmana came, one beautiful brahmana came. And this brahmana said, I'm very expert. I can make you this vigraha, this form. And I don't want any money. I'm going to carve this form for you. Actually, according to some statement, that actually this brahmana was actually Nila Madhava himself. And some says Jagannath himself. And even though there's some other narration that says that maybe it's Vishwakarma. But this, from the account of the Purana, he said it was the Lord himself who came in the form of a carpenter. I mean, in form of a brahmana. He said that I'm going to carve. And then he gave the condition that, but I want to be alone in the room for 21 days. So do not open the door. I don't want to be disturbed for 21 days. And after 21 days, then you can see the deity. So and then after that, you can take him to the temple and serve and worship him. So the king replied, said, yes, I will obey your instruction. I will not open the door. So the brahmana, he went inside with his tools and locked the door from inside. And then he started, but for 14 days, there was no sound. And Indradun Maharaj, he became very worried. So he began thinking, what can be the matter? The brahmana has not taken a drop of water or anything to eat this entire time. Perhaps he's dead. Could it be that he's dead? So his prime minister told him that, well, don't open the door because there must be some mystery behind this. Only open it after 21 days, not before. But however his wife's name is Gundicha, she said, oh no, he started pleading with the king. Said that if you don't open the door now, the brahmana may die. And we will be guilty of Brahma Atya, the sin of killing a brahmana. But, so we must open the door. Don't, please please hurry. So the king replied, well, the brahmana said, he told me not to open it before 21 days have elapsed. How can I open it? And then the wife said, tell him again and again, you have to open it. You have to open it. The brahmana may die. So because the wife was urging again and again, so the king, he agreed. And then he opened the door. So when he opened the door, the king was very surprised. He did not see the Brahman. Where is this Brahmana? He did not see him. But he saw four deities, Jagannath, Baladev, and Subhadra, and Sudarshan Chakra. They were there. But they had not been fully completed. Because normally when you're carving the deity, you made the form and all that stuff. And then there's a finishing aspect of it. But the deity, they were not completed. So the king then began to weep. He said, and then he opened his heart to the prime minister and said, oh, I've committed an offense by breaking my promise. Now, what shall I do? And then again, he thought of committing suicide again. So this is one account. And of course, this is how this form of Jagannath Baladev became manifested. And this is the day that the Snayatra was done after this manifestation. Now, in another account, it mentions that in another different creation, when the king opened the door, the Brahmana was present, and at once he told him, why have you come in the middle of my work? Now, only 14 days have passed. I wanted another 7 days to make the deity very beautiful. Why did you open the door? Now there are only round eyes, big eyes. When I think it must be the wish of God himself. Well, it must be the wish of the God himself, so it is Jagannath. Otherwise, I will have been able to complete the task. And you would not have interrupted me. So saying this, the carpenter disappeared. And at that time, the king and his associate knew that it was not simply Brahmana, but it was Krishna himself. So they began to lament. Then the deities ordered the king through its area voice, said that don't worry, there's a mystery behind this. I desire to manifest like this, and there's a very deep reason for it. Keep me in the temple and begin to worship me in the form of these deities. And the Jagannath said, and carry out my orders. Viswashu and his son-in-law Vidyapati will worship me along with Vidyapati's 2 wives. So, which means today, in Jagannath Puri today, the descendant of Vidyapati from his first wife, who is Brahmani, the descendants, they are the priests of Jagannath. And then the descendant of Vidyapati's wife, Lalita, who happened to be the daughter of Vishwas, who happened to be low caste. They are the cook of Jagannath. So they reach me the descendant of Vidyapati. They are the priest and also the cook of Jagannath. And also for 10 days, when Jagannath, after the Snan Yatra, when he goes inside, nobody can see him. Only persons who worship Jagannath are these descendants of Viswasha or Vidyapati through his wife Lalita. So they are the one who have the right to worship Jagannath in this after the Snayatra. So this is just some of the brief thing about the Jagannath Lila, Jagannath Katha. So this is the version that is very popularly known version. But there's a specific version of Jagannath. The main reason behind Jagannath manifestation, the main reason of the manifestation, which is what we call internal reason. So hopefully I will discuss this tomorrow. And I'm traveling tomorrow to Northeast India in the state of Manipur, but I'm praying that I will have internet. I will have broadband. I'm praying that I will have. then I can have this discussion also tomorrow night. So I'm going to stop here because it's 10:30, after 10:30 here in India time, and I'm traveling very early tomorrow morning.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Prabhuji,
Hare
for this wonderful service. I know that we may not be having many devotees on the platform right now, due to several reasons, which is not necessary to go into right now. But I'm very confident and sure that a lot of devotees will enjoy these narrations when they go on YouTube Live to listen to this kata that you've just shared. There's so many nectarian aspect of the pastimes, and then because Krishna is Nitya Lila, so eternally his activities is going on, and also the pleasure of hearing his kata also is eternal. So I'm sure that even though some of part of the stories have been heard before, it looks as if we're just hearing it for the first time. So it's so nice. So thank you very much. It's late and you're traveling tomorrow. I will have asked one or two questions, but then I think we'll leave it to tomorrow. So put the questions back together tomorrow. I'm praying to Lord Jagannath, who does the impossible, to make sure that you have a broadband tomorrow so that we can have opportunity to be able to have questions. You need to travel early, and it's 11 to 11 now, if I'm not mistaken, in India.
Yeah.
So maybe probably I'll postpone my questions till tomorrow. I have two questions,
Yeah.
but I'll postpone the question till tomorrow. Unless
Because
if any other devotee on the platform here asks a short question.
No question, because I'm leaving 4 o'clock tomorrow morning.
Oh, so you have less than 5 hours to even get going. So it means you're going to be sleeping less than 3 hours.
Yeah.
Thereabout. Okay, Prabhu, thank you very much for this. So we will call it a day now on this particular day. So hoping that Lord Jagannath will give us the opportunity to hear you tomorrow. Thank you very much for giving this kata. So on this note, I would request the devotees who are on the platform to please kindly unmute. Let us loudly chant a loud Hare Krishna Maha Mantra to appreciate His Grace Isvara Prabhu for this wonderful Jagannath kata that we've just had. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Vanchakarpatarubhyascha, Kripa
Basi,
Vascha, Patitanam
Navyo Namo Namaha.
His
Hare
Grace
Krishna.
Prabhu Ki
Jai.
Jai. Jagannath Subhadra Devi Ki Jai.
Srila
Oh,
Prabhupada.
Nande.
Hare
Grace